Rahman, thank you for your time today. What are your thoughts about Islamophobia within Labour's ranks and what's been released in this report? There's a lot of talk, as I said, about Corbyn and how he was sidelined, but it's also important, isn't it, to discuss the fact that Labour had a hard time really coming to terms with Islamophobia within its ranks?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's historically there's a kind of ambiguity where we've seen a lot of the Conservative Party really has tried to exploit the presence of ethnic minority members, particularly from the South Asian subcontinent, Pakistanis and Indians, to kind of legitimize some of the racist immigration policies and so on that it's had, that it wants to bring forward. Policies that would be much harder to sell if there was basically a white face selling those policies, and somehow there's a kind of tokenism involved where ethnic minorities are being used to sell otherwise repulsive and very undigestible policies. The problem in Labour is slightly different, I think, in that there seems to be, as we now know, a kind of split almost between two kind of different factions of the party, one of which is committed to the older vision of a party, is really opposed to any kind of radical agenda, and the kind of trend of the party, the movement wing of the party associated with Jeremy Corbyn, which is more willing to speak out on issues like Palestine, which are of interest to Muslims, more willing to call out human rights abuses by the government of India in Kashmir, for example, and various other issues that are of concern to the Muslim community and the Muslim diaspora in the UK.